Hello everyone, this is G-Shock High Fashion Channel and welcome to another G vlog. Today I'm going to disassemble this Baby-G model, but before I get to that, this is my Marine Blue Golf Master G-Shock watch. Very gorgeous. Anyway, here it is. After I'm done removing all 4 screws, I'm gonna try to remove the bezel. As you guys can see, it is really hard, and to me as well, it is surprisingly hard considering that this is a Baby-G and it is really old, but the bezel still have the stiff on it and the button still holding up very strong. For a Baby-G, I gotta say this is very impressive, but as you guys can see, the bezel still stuck. And one of the reasons that I just find out while I was disassembling it is that there are double-sided tape for the ring on top. So that ring on top is metal and they're just glued it on top of there, and that metal is the same thing that is holding the bezel into place. At a glance it might look like a piece of plastic, but it is indeed really solid metal. So really incredible, didn't expect that. And as you guys could see, the glass, the mineral glass on this model is actually raised up a little bit over the faceplate, and the shape is dome, and there are a lot of scratch obviously because this watch in a used condition. Now let's straight away remove the backplate screws and have access to the engine of the watch. Here it is. This is how it looks like from the outside and also the inside. Having a look up close at the back plate, as you guys can see, this is the reference number. It's stainless steel back, made in Japan, which is very interesting for an old model like this that is not really popular, not even expensive at all in the aftermarket. So if you want one of this, you can grab this really for cheap. I gotta say, from Yo Japan auction, obviously. That was the back cushion, which is looking really great, so I don't have to talk as much about that. And there's the O-ring on the sides, and this is the engine, how it looks like with Casio Japan sign in it. There's the AC disc, and looking very simple so far. I'm pretty sure I could remove this very easily using a tweezer like this. Just pop it out like that and it will pop right away. But keep in mind, this is still a really tough watch despite just a Baby-G, and there are no battery in this one, but I'm gonna add a battery after this. But before I do that, I'm gonna fully disassemble this watch and just show you guys all the layers inside there. So I'm gonna need to use a needle to unclip the metal that is holding everything into place. But before I get to that, let's have a look close at the top of this display panel, which I just noticed they have numbers. I don't think I've seen this on the body of the watch without removing the bezel, without removing the hard case at all, which is interesting. But looking at the hard case, they actually mentioned that this is a Baby-G chronograph model, so I'm guessing that numbering is for the chronograph functions. I haven't used the watch just yet. This is the first time. I mean, I'm literally just trying to add a battery, making it to work again, and I'll explore how it works after this and probably make a video. I'm not sure, but that's it. Looking at the faceplate now, it is fully made out of metal as well, which is weird. Construction like this will usually make this Baby-G 200 meter water resistant, but in this case still 100 meter, aka 10 bar. The button is still working fine, nothing weird going on, so I'm just gonna skip that part and continue with the engine disassembly. Okay, done removing all of the clips on the sides. First thing that will pop out is the metal part that is connecting the battery to the circuit board. And this is the piezoelectric speaker spring. As always, every G-Shock have this to produce the sound. And this is the battery compartment. That's it's very much simple. Looks complicated though, but this is a place where you just add the battery on it, and that's it. It operates on CR1616, just in case you were wondering. And if you look closely, there is a gold spring on top of the left corner, which is weird. I have no idea what the purpose of that. This watch is not solar at all, but it has a spring on top of it, which is, I still have no idea what the purpose of those, but we have it. Just keep in mind, you have it. Okay, now let's move it on by removing this circuit board of the watch, which is looking very complicated for a watch that has simple functions. Well, not that simple. This watch have a special thing called the graphics animations of people dancing and DJ playing music, and also that's pretty interesting. But the rest are just very basic as well, if I'm not mistaken though. I'm gonna need to explore this after this. Next is, this is how you remove a display panel on a G-Shock watch. Use a needle, pull the lock, the clip outwards, and then you could push the display panel from the back forward to remove it. After that, you could remove this plastic thingy over here. This is the display panel connector from the display panel to the circuit board, and hence lights up your G-Shock watch, which made out of plastic as well. If your G-Shock didn't light up, you should check this part of the watch. That's probably the reason. Is probably you need to get it replaced, or it is broken, or it's cracked, I don't know, but try to check this thing out. Next is this electroluminescent sheets with half spring at the bottom, 2 of them as always, and it looks more like a pale yellowish coloring, but then again, this is a phosphorus base EL, so it looks almost yellowish, but it's gonna glow in green colorway. Next is this panel of the watch, which is very simple, no backlighting logo at all, just 2 layers of glass, I believe, but they are really solid piece, with the positive display polarizer being glued or stick at the front, so that gives us the positive display. You could customize this part of the watch if you want to have a different colored display panel, so I'm probably gonna make a video about those in the future, but for now this is it. I'm gonna need to reassemble this back and hoping it will work. It should work. I don't see any problem at all. All I need to do is just add the battery, perform the AC operation, and as you can see, there's my Bezel there trying to bother me while I'm doing this work, so just bear with me. I mean, I don't really bother much because this watch is very simple. The watch is still gonna work just fine. And this is it. I don't have any watch band at all. I bought this Baby-G as it is, nothing else. This is it, and as you guys can see, it's already lighting up. The button's still holding up very well. The function's still holding up very well. I probably just need to look for an adapter or any sort of watch band at all. Attach that to this engine and it should get back to work or wearable. As you guys can see, there's the animation that I talked just now. DJ playing, and if I press the backlighting logo, there's people trying to dance. This is sort of like a funny Easter egg where the person feels that, and the b-boy dancing as well, DJ playing again, and another 2-person dancing animation. So that's probably why this Baby-G have those very complicated circuit board, but the rest are just basic. This Baby-G just has single alarm and chronograph function. I don't think I'm gonna be wearing the watch at all. The colorway, the shape aren't really to my taste at all today, so this is it, guys. A quick look on the function of this watch. The display panel is pretty crisp though when I look at it again. It's very interesting. That's it. I hope you guys found this video a little bit useful, informative, and entertaining as well for your future reference. Leave a like if it does help you, and don't forget to subscribe to see more contents like this coming up in the future. Thank you very much for watching. This is G-Shock High Fashion Channel, and out.